Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, back for more of the 3 C's of combat as I continue my run through XCOM: The Long War. The 3 C's of combat being, of course, creeping, crawling, and cursing. Creeping is the Overwatch method that I loathe. Crawling is the pace at which the mission progresses, and the cursing is, well, frankly, pretty self-explanatory. But, hey, at least all 3 of my components start with the right friggin' letter, unlike education's 3 R's of reading, writing, and arithmetic, only one of which actually starts with a fucking R. But I digress. You know, I did employ the 3 C's last mission, and I don't feel good about it, but since I did, there's really not much that occurred worth talking about. The team won, they were never really in much danger at all, and other than Annette Durand continuing to ruin what should be a campaign of quiet competence with her trenchant mouth. I mean, other than that, the mission was pretty unremarkable. And by the way, Annette, I'd just like to take a moment to say here, the quiet competence thing, it's the difference between being Walter Payton and Deion Sanders. And right now, Annette, right now, you're Deion. Maybe don't be Deion, Annette. Maybe don't be Deion. Maybe be Walter. Be Walter Payton. Be the sweetness, Annette. Be the sweetness. That's what we all want. Anyway, nothing to do, nothing to talk about, but get to scanning, so let's get to it.
Contact detected.
You gotta be kidding me with these missions. Come on, XCOM. I need a little break here. I need a little break. Alright, so we do have 2 more laser cannon equipped aircraft, which I believe now are in South America. That's good. I guess we'll shoot this bastard down too, and you know what I'd really like to see here, Pointer Okoye, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. If you could just explode this guy flat out, that'd probably be for the best. We're gonna have
We're in pursuit.
alien base raid we're gonna have to do in the very near future, and I literally have no one to do this mission. I mean, I have no team at all. None. And you're completely mucking it, by the way. Yeah, well, okay, never mind. I was gonna say just shit it down your leg, but you did get the kill. What I can't help but notice, though, Pointer, this thing did not explode in a ball of fiery wreckage so that someone could look up at the fireball bursting across the heavens and say, "Oh God, oh the humanity," like, you know, I was hoping would happen. Not that I'm rooting for Hindenburg-type disasters or anything. Well, actually, in this case, I was absolutely rooting for a Hindenburg-type disaster. Alright then, so I gotta fucking try and scrape together a team here. You know what? Hold on a second. We got 35 hours until this thing goes. We gotta look at the barracks and see what's on tap and what's coming up on tap, because seriously, I'm gonna need some better guys. So we got, if we wait 24 hours, we could pick up Helen Deadeye Keller, Margaret Thatcher, Eleanor the Wolverine will be back in an hour, or less than an hour actually. We could pick up Atlas King, which is good because we kind of desperately need a scout. Probably not going to pick up Elizabeth Tudor, but we could get close. That'd give us 3 members of a reasonably solid team. And then, this is, yeah. We would probably still be able to make a reasonable, if not good, team for the base assault. We're gonna have to grind some time on this one. Okay, so when does, our satellite goes operational over Brazil in 3 days. Alright, so we also need to look and see if we've got 3 days, who else is coming back in the between 1 and 3 day time frame? And more importantly, how important are they? Helen Deadeye Keller. We've got Van Dorn on reserve for the sniper duty, but I would like to have another sniper. Franklin Roosevelt probably not going to be back. So we're going to pick up the Deadeye, but we're probably going to use her on this mission. We'll pick up Horatio Nelson. We pick up Sir Ernest Shackleton. We pick up Steve. We're not picking up anybody worth a shit at all. Annie Oakley. Yeah, we're not. No, we're not going to pick up anybody. I mean, literally, we're going to pick up almost no one here. This is real bad. This is real bad indeed. We would pick up Mary Typhoid Malin back from psychic training. Well, okay, you know what? We'd pick up Emperor Napoleon. That's pretty good. Do we have anybody else who's maybe wounded that'll be back? Just the Emperor. Alright, well, I suppose we can... I mean, what choice do we have? We're going to have to try and make this work. Alright, so this is going to be a very difficult mission because we're going to have to take a whole bunch of rookies. So let's let this psi training... Well, actually, let's just run this down to the wire, actually. we're gonna grind it all the way down. Margaret Thatcher we can send on this mission because we're gonna not need her for anything else. So let's run this one all the way out. All right, actually we do need to go ahead and equip that. Let's head down to the hangar. Might as well get this taken care of while we're on the slot here on the clock. We can get a nickname for this guy as well. Get you a laser cannon there, and you are... That's the worst nickname of all time. Wow, Flight Officer Puke Shaw. You're a stool, you puke. Man, they just... Usually we give our team members get like ironic or sort of goofy and clever nicknames. This time they just... Fuck it, they didn't even pull any punches. Just like, you're worthless, man. You are literally a pile of vomit, you puke. That's... It's kind of mean, actually. It's kind of mean. All right, well, there's Atlas King. That gives us a scout. Do I want to grind it all the way? Yeah, you know what? I do. And so let's see how we did. Mary Mallon did succeed. That's fantastic. All right, now we do have a trooper who's been waiting a damn long time to get his ass in the tubes, and it's Elvis. We gotta stuck him in. He's gotta go. You gotta go, Elvis. You gotta go. Psi Inspiration, I'm not a huge fan of. Not sure what this ability is. I think this is the AoE shield ability, which I am quite a fan of. The one that gives you extra cover, which I really like. I'm going to go ahead and take Psi Inspiration just so we can get Elvis leveled up. We'll have plenty of other opportunities to pick up some, well, let's say, more critical psionic abilities. Anyway, it's not like Elvis is exactly one of our heaviest fucking hitters anyhow. Alright, so let's do this. This mission, this is going to be a train wreck from... it's like a 34-car derailment. There's gonna be fucking bodies everywhere. There's gonna be arms and armpits hanging from trees. There's gonna be... You're just gonna see guys screaming on the ground with their guts hanging out, and you're just gonna have to poke them back in with a stick or something. It's basically gonna be what they trained for in One Crazy Summer, which is where all that dialogue got stolen from. Fantastic movie, by the way. Probably Demi Moore's best. And yeah, I do sincerely mean that. I actually think One Crazy Summer is Demi Moore's best movie. Back in the day when Demi Moore and John Cusack were still both young and impressionable and had high hopes for the future. Alright, so we need an officer. It's either Thomas Edison or Edgar Allan Poe. I don't really like either of those options. We're gonna have to take the mustache into the base with us, so we can't take Samuel Clemens. That's a given. He ain't going. Thomas Edison could also theoretically have some uses in the base, but we got Mitch Pancakes Hedberg, and you know what? Mitchie is just way more reliable than Edison. Alternatively, we could take Edgar Allan Poe on this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. I think it's the right call. We gotta have a couple, like, core units. Some people on this mission, at least a few, who aren't complete and total wastes of skin. We gotta have a couple talented people here. Edgar Allan Poe, of course, phenomenally talented if you've ever read any of his stuff. I think The Raven is probably the greatest poem ever written. And I say that without any hyperbole. I sincerely believe it is the greatest poem ever written. Sure, Alfred Lord Tennyson's Lady of Shalott is also just a fucking beautiful thing to read. But still, I think Edgar's got him nudged out there. Alright, so we can't send Sporty. We can't send Not a Good Time Hari. We should have... Who just came back? Where's Margaret Thatcher? Excuse me, I was told that Margaret Thatcher was back in action. Where is... Oh, she is back in action. Damn, Skippy. You know what? This is going to level the Iron Lady, too. So, yeah, I'm comfortable with this. Alright. You're not going into the alien base, Maggie. But that's okay, because you're going to be top kicked. You'll be the Prime Minister of Gunners once this is over. A title I know you're quite looking forward to. Gauss machine gun, scope, laser sight. Let's get the Iron Lady ready. We need a scout. Thomas Edison... You know, there's a case to be made for taking him, but Atlas King has been pretty good. I'm going to actually favor little Atlas King. And once again, Madison going to be fucking heartbroken that I'm taking his little boy toy away from him. And Harold also going to be heartbroken because this is, you know, more time he has to spend away from Madison. He does not like it. He doesn't like being away from his boy. I can't say I blame him. That makes, you know, Madison is one sexy son of a bitch, but still. That's probably going to be it as far as, like, core team members go. We could take Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. We gotta have one decent assault. That would leave us Abraham Hardcore Lincoln and Steve Loco Irwin for the base assault, which I would be comfortable with. Yeah, man, if the aliens launch a counter assault after we hit their base, the jig is up, man. It's just, the jig is gonna be up. Again, we should probably think about captures on this one, but I gotta have a couple units I can rely on to go in and kill some shit if the chips go down. And I can't afford to give Eleanor Roosevelt an arc thrower. I can't afford to dilute her. I can't water her down. Jesus is going to be on our base raid. I think Typhoid Mary's going to have to be our medic on this one. Looks that way. Alright then, Typhoid. Saddle up, get the bacterial manifestation flowing, get it good, be a carrier, deliver some deadly ailments to our foes. You don't need a Gauss carbine, actually. You can carry a Gauss rifle. You're a big girl. There you go. Motion tracker med kit. That's got Mary Mallon sorted, and that leaves us 3 slots with next to nothing to do with them. We can't send a Madman or the Knife Man. Do we have another engine? I don't have another engineer, do I? Son of a bitch. I was hoping that Elizabeth Tudor might be back. How long until Liz comes back, just out of curiosity? I mean, we can't grind this down in time to get her back, can we? Is she even on the list? Where the hell is she? Ah, there she is. 14 hours. Nope, don't have enough time. Alright then, well that, what's the word I'm looking for? Licks donkey dong. Yeah, those are the actually words I'm looking for. Fuck me if I'm not gonna have to do that. I hate myself so much. I hate myself so much right now. You honestly have no idea how much I hate myself for doing this, but it has to be done. I've got to have someone who can destroy cover. Even if it's a fucking Rocketeer. And in his defense, Jules Verne has at least a positive kill-to-mission ratio, so I mean, he's got that going for him. Hooray. We'll give him the recoilless rifle, I suppose. It's, I'm told, an improvement. I haven't really seen it, I can't say, but still. Let's take a mobility gunner then, if we can find anyone who's even basically just not ashamed to themselves in their chosen career. And then probably Marconi. We could take a rookie. You know what? I'm out of Gauss rifles. There's no reason to take a rookie. So let's grab Lance Corporal Amelia Earhart here. We'll load her up with some phalanx armor, I guess. This will help her speed. Yeah, it's probably alright. Phalanx armor, Gauss auto rifle, we'll get her a scope and a laser sight. And then we've got one more for literally anyone who can scrape themselves up off the floor and be bothered to go. Marconi seems fine. We could use a sniper, I guess. He's a terrible sniper, but he's better than nothing. Gauss long rifle, alloy bipod, high capacity mags. This team... This team is like the soda cracker art that you find on the wall in a hotel room. It's not the most hideous piece of trash you've ever seen. It's just dull, boring, unremarkable, and uninspired. That's this team. It is, you know, that picture of seagulls over like a sort of stony, kind of idealized seashore that you saw on the wall at the, you know, that time you stayed at the Holiday Inn in Pensacola, Florida. That's exactly what this team is. They're that.
The drop site for this operation
Operation Twisted Tears.
It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area. If there are civilians in the area, I hope they stay clear.
Well, Bradford, at least you're thinking about somebody other than yourself for a change, so I gotta give you a little credit there. Operation Twisted Tears, by the way, a hugely inspiring mission name. I'm glad. Thanks for the upbeat note there. Oh, by the way, there'll be nothing but weeping and the rending of hair once this mission is over, because everybody's gonna die. That Bradford, man, he's a gloomy son of a bitch. I think his drinking contributes to sort of like a... Alright, well...
Affirmative, Big Sky.
There's the downed medium UFO. Normally on this map there would be a pod in sort of this area. On the plus side, I do recognize the region, so I mean I know where we're at and a reasonable idea at least of what to expect. Let's look around a little. And by that I mean let's activate a motion tracker so we know what the hell is going on here and we don't just stumble into the enemy. Like Bradford stumbling home from the bar, or Bradford's father also on a Friday night.
Alien object in sight.
Okay, so we have a full pod of something right inside that door. We don't want to go forward at all. So we don't want to go forward of the tile we're on.
Heading to that location.
Let's skimper scamper over here, and let's try and set up a little firing line. All right, Atlas King, we don't need you. Roosevelt, we don't need you. Julie, now, you might have a chance, albeit a bad chance. It's a bad chance. Let's just call spade a spade. It's a bad chance to contribute. But you might have a chance to contribute. Iron Lady Thatcher, we're going to need you somewhere real good with good line of sight. Let's bring you up here. Amelia, we'll come back to you in a moment. Where is my sniper? Marconi? All right, that's you up here also, Marconi. Alright, Amelia, you can probably be here. We could afford to have you move forward once this pod is popped. Atlas King, you are the one guy we can trust to actually be in half cover and not have a problem because you have low profile. So that move should be safe as well. I swear to God, if you pop that pod, Atlas King, I'm going to murder Madison. Alright, you're just lucky. If you had activated that pod, I would have killed him. I would have. And I would have felt no remorse. Would have been... Frankly, it would have been the lesson you deserved. So Overwatch then for Eleanor Roosevelt, and Poe also going to be up here on Overwatch. So we've made a nice little firing line here for the enemy. I'm going to hope this works out to our advantage. Let's see if they're going to come forward. I'm tempted to actually use the motion tracker again before tossing this battle scanner, but I do sincerely think that's the wrong move. We know where the aliens are. Let's just get a battle scanner in on top of them and see if we can't flush them out.
Scanner is online.
I'm telling you though, Atlas King, that voice of his, it's so sexy. It's so damn sexy. Alright, Julie. Holy shit, Jules Verne actually has a chance to do something that isn't an abominable war crime here. And that he can activate... this is good enough. It's gonna scatter even though he steadied his weapon, but still, damage is damage. That was a hell of a shot. Man, Jules Verne... The guy gets it done. I don't know what it is. Rocketeers are abominable trash, but Jules Verne can make it happen, man. He's got skills. He's got mad skills. How can you not see the Mechtoid? I'm sincerely confused by that. Right, Amelia Earhart does not have heat ammo. That Mechtoid is also on Overwatch. Going forward, then, would be a frankly terrible idea. I'll take... That's the guy, only guy we can see, huh? Interesting. Alright, we don't want to move Mary... Well, we could move Mary Mallon to, like, this position. It would be full cover, but it's going to draw Overwatch. We can't afford to take Overwatch, actually, because we're in terrible positions. Alright, so, yeah, we're going to be... Actually, Marconi, I want you to steady your weapon. Eleanor, Overwatch for you. Mary Mallon, you're going to be tossing a smoke grenade, so we'll come back to you in a moment. I would rather have Margaret Thatcher on Overwatch here than take double 41% shots at a sectoid we're unlikely to hit, and this smoke grenade should be able to cover pretty much the whole damn team. With the exception of... We can't get both Mary Mallon... Alright, well, let's do this then. With the exception of Jules Verne, who is in not fantastic cover in his current position, we've got good smoke grenade coverage here. Alright, we're going to be relying on that, and then it's Overwatch for Mary Mallon. I'm worried about the Mechtoid. When it comes forward, I want to try and rip it up. Just what we needed, a flanking pod of floaters that self-activated with a Berserker to keep him company. Well, that's just brilliant. Here goes all of our Overwatch, then. A lot of feudal Overwatch, I'd like to point out. None of that was worth a single shit. Really? Nobody's going to hit anything, huh? Alright, then. Fantastic. We have hit literally nothing with this entire cadre of Overwatch. Fucking brilliant. Well done, gentlemen. Well done, everybody. Fantastic job. Ladies, gentlemen, that's some damn good work, boys. This is why the XCOM project is doomed to fail, right here. We took, like, an entire team's worth of shots. Nobody hit a single thing. This Mechtoid is going to come ruin someone's day. I mean, my day was ruined, actually, as soon as I had to take some of these troopers on this team. I mean, as soon as I picked up Jules Verne, my day was basically ruined. Alright, Mechtoid, what are you gonna do? Wow, it went on Overwatch instead of just murdering someone. I am kind of surprised by that. Alright, well, we've got a target-rich environment, as it's called. We're completely boned, because we're flanked on, like, 6 different sides. I'm just trying to figure out how we dig ourselves out of this hole, because I'm actually not sure there's a way it can be done. Well, Atlas King has got to move first. That's the thing. Atlas King has got to take the move. We got to get rid of this Overwatch. So the question is, where do we want Atlas King at the end of this move? There's really no good answer to that question, because nowhere is safe. Honestly, this position is not shamefully bad. Let's... Whatever. Alright. It's make or break time here, Atlas King. I can't help but say I feel like a little bit like this was maybe an ambush. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of shots coming at Atlas King. I'd be more salty, but that was technically the second shot Atlas King took, so of course that Overwatch shot was gonna hit because it's from a mind-linked mechtoid, and they just don't fucking miss anymore. I'm not salty at all. Nah, not even a little. Our whole team is fucking flanked. The whole fucking team. Margaret Thatcher still isn't gonna have a shot at that mechtoid. How is this mechtoid always... I hate... The frequency with which these mechtoids find ways to be just absolutely fucking invisible despite standing in the fucking open is really goddamned in fucking infuriating. It's excuse me? What's going on here? That guy was not on Overwatch. What the hell is this? Nobody is on Overwatch here, game. What's going on? Amelia Earhart is very, very slowly creeping out from cover. What the fuck was that? Well, she can't miss, but she's also probably not going to do any damage. If she hit the guy shielding him, that would actually be more useful. And the answer is no. Well, this is brilliant. Yep, that's real good. Real good. Alright, Jules, we need somebody to kill the mechtoid, or the sectoid that is linking everyone together. That would be technically you, but you're not going to be able to do that because you're you and Rocketeers are not good. Yeah. Alright. Well, we may as well have you move to somewhere where you will be less flanked. Say here, I guess. We may have you fire a rocket anyway. If you have any chance at all of hitting that guy, we may go ahead and do it. We need that sectoid dead. I mean, we need him dead more than we need anything else. If we get him dead, we've got a chance at actually killing the mechtoid. So, of course, you can't hit him at all. Yeah, that seems about right. Alright, so Edgar Allan Poe, what do you got? A bunch of really very terrible shots. Alright, Eleanor Roosevelt. Well, this one's going to be on you, then. We're going to need some fantastic work, and I'm glad we gave her the straight-up dyed-in-the-wool brutal-ass killer method here. If you miss this shot, we're dead. That was a damn good shot. Alright, well, Eleanor Roosevelt knows how to deal when the chips are down. She's coming back. Give me a freebie. Little close combat specialist. Brilliant. Good. Alright, well, we can kill this guy for sure with our hit-and-run action. I mean, the hit-and-run's gonna bring him down. So, here we go. You're dead. The Berserker has been dealt with. Alright, fine. Now the trick is gonna be getting enough damage on this mechtoid to actually make it not be alive anymore. It's gonna be a neat trick. Mostly because Margaret, Iron Lady Thatcher, can't fucking see it because mechtoids abuse line of sight bullshit like nobody's business. What do you got? Well, at least Jules Verne can see it. Marconi, what do you have? I mean, you can't move and fire, so we might as well have you take shots at whatever the hell you've got a reasonable chance at hitting. This is probably about as less shameful as it's gonna get. Guglielmo coming through in a pinch. Alright, he did get it done for us. Can't complain too much. Alright, Typhoid Mary.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Gotta bring you up here, I think. You have a respectable shot, not a good one. If we can get that guy injured enough, we might be able to bring him down. So the Iron Lady has literally double 55%. This is her only shot. We're just gonna take it. First shot's a whiff, but it looks like the second shot is gonna bring the pain. There it goes. So we may not wind up with our entire team flanked then. We got a non-zero chance. Poe, we're gonna come back to you in a minute, buddy. I think we're gonna need you. Yeah, it's almost a certain 1, 2. What's the other guy you can see? That guy is right behind Atlas King, and there's nothing at all we can do to stop him from shooting the badly wounded Atlas right in the fucking back. I'm gonna say that that's a bad thing. I'm gonna say that's a bad thing. All right. Jules Verne. God, I wish you were a fucking engineer right now. You know, if you were an engineer right now, this wouldn't be a problem, Jules Verne, because what we would need dead would be killed by this shot. I'm just gonna say, if you were an engineer, we'd be doing a lot better. Unbelievable. That was like the worst shot in the history of bullets. That was absolutely terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Okay, alright, so Mary Mallon, which we need her desperately to throw smoke. She's not going to be able to throw smoke. She did get a hit and pop the shield, which is good. Alright, so we gotta... I don't think this kills him. Not even with the shred. Alright, Edgar, can you give me someone who can kill the mechtoid? I mean, you have no shots. If we... Well, there's no reason to leave you where you are, then. We should have you move. What if we just move you and have you shoot? What's your hit percentage chance like? You can't even see him because, of course, you can't. Why would you ever be able to see a mechtoid? That's the most ridiculous thing in the history of the universe. Mechtoids are always invisible. So we gotta get Atlas King to somewhere where he's gonna have... There is literally nowhere we can put him that is safe. I mean, there's nowhere safe for Atlas King. Alright, well, this shot can't miss, so we are at least going to get the kill on the mechtoid. He's dead. We got that going for us. Done. Alright, Atlas King, in ultimately futile effort to protect you from yourself, we're going to bring you over here where you will have cover from those floaters. If you spawn another pod, I'm writing you off as a lost cause. You're probably a lost cause anyway. It's a mine fray, which failed. Holy shit, Amelia Earhart showing remarkable sort of physical endurance there. This is the one we gotta... You're gonna mine me, huh? Unexpected, but not unwelcome. Alright, let's see how badly these fucking floaters are gonna rape us then. There are definitely more guys over there, so we've got to get out of this area as quickly as possible. These floaters are gonna do some ruinous shit to us. Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Taking fire over here.
Took a shot at Eleanor Roosevelt and missed. Wholly unexpected. That guy may not even have a shot from there. It was on Overwatch. That just leaves little Johnny Sectoid here. What are you gonna do, pal? He's gonna mine merge, I guess? Oh, it's going... Man, Amelia Earhart showing some unbelievable mental fortitude. Look at that shit. Holy crap, Amelia Earhart cannot be denied. She will not be gainsaid. She's a miracle worker. Oh, shit. Yeah, well, you know what? There was nobody else to run this. We can't really afford to take another chance with Atlas King. And that did not punch through Eleanor Roosevelt's armor, so we've got that going for us. Alright, Eleanor. Please kill this man. Thank you.
Kill confirmed. My ammo's running low.
Yeah, well, that's gonna happen, Eleanor. Alright, so... Jules Verne has... I so wish you were an engineer right now, Jules Verne. If you were an engineer, we could just drop this right on top of these guys. We wouldn't have to worry about any scattering, none of that bullshit. It would just land where it would have landed. We would have also gotten more damage out of your last shot as well, I'd like to point out. And it would have also destroyed the cover that you did not destroy with that... Yeah, okay. Marconi does not have a shot at that floater. Where the hell is that floater? The only person who can even see it. Alright, Edgar, what can you do here? 54%, we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take it twice, even though it's probably objectively the wrong thing to do. Yeah, that's why I hate Rocketeers right there. That's a good example.
That's affirmative.
This will not be a flank shot, but it should be a very good shot, and if it hits, it should be... You have a 34% chance to hit that guy from there. Someone please explain to me the mathematics behind that. I mean, seriously. Explain to me the mathematics of love and loss. This guy is 55% to hit while flanked, huh? How many fucking abilities does this guy have? I'm genuinely curious. I'm gonna guess, like, all of them, right? Let's just take a look how Mary Sue this piece of shit is. What's he got? Mind Fray, Greater Mind Merge, Psi Panic, Ranger, and Psi Control. Okay? So why is he so difficult to hit, then? Because his defense is just fucking unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, that's why. Oh, minus 20. 20 defense. It's fucking totally fine. It's not at all ridiculous.
Moving.
Alright, we're gonna bring the Iron Lady up here. She can't do anything this turn, but it is what it is. We've got Amelia Earhart and Atlas King. We could send Atlas King up there to do effectively nothing, but you know what? Yeah, stop your bitching, Atlas King. You really need to stop your bitching. He's got the best chance. Alright, Atlas King is very dangerously positioned because of that floater that's in the back. Earhart, we might as well have you on Overwatch. Marconi, this is gonna sound strange, but I actually want you on Overwatch as well, even though you do have a sniper rifle, which is a bad Overwatch weapon. If this guy tries to make a move on Atlas King, we need somebody who can pick him off. Marconi, that's you. Don't, please. Come on, Guglielmo. Give him a long-distance radio dedication. Oh, Marconi. So good, my friend. Oh, Guglielmo. That was fucking huge, man. That was unbelievably huge. Okay, so we reposition.
Ready to engage.
Nobody's going nowhere until some people get healed, because we got way too many people that are hurt.
Moving to
We do have to have Typhoid Mary come grab the smelled canister, because I don't want to give it up. Earhart, reload. Edgar, reload. And Overwatch. I can't believe we got through that. Marconi, go ahead and reload. Typhoid Mary, you got more important shit to do. Atlas King, get your dumb ass over here and get healed. Jules Verne. You know, I'm gonna rate your performance, Jules, at serviceable. Not good, and vastly worse than any engineer we could have brought, but your servicer so far has been serviceable. The best we have ever said about any of our engineers. So Atlas King catching a little patch. We need to get some patch on Eleanor Roosevelt as well, like as quickly as we can. So we have a pod of Thin Men over there somewhere. There are actually 2 more pods on the map. Definitely Thin Men then. Alright, we gotta get the team together. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that melt canister. I already got one Eleanor. I'm not taking any kind of extraordinary or risky measures to possibly pick up another one. I just don't care enough. Julie, over here. We need you on Overwatch. Jules is out of rockets, which again is something we would not have to say about an engineer. The engineer would still have plenty of explosive ammunition ready. Earhart. Let's move you to here and put you on Overwatch, actually.
Roger that. Scanning.
Edgar. We got so much half cover over here. I'm really not plussed about our position. Marconi, I want you right up here. We're gonna have you steady your weapon. I have to assume that we've activated the command pod and that somebody is coming running for the rich taste of XCOM, so we need to be prepared. Overwatch for Atlas King. We need to get Eleanor Roosevelt over there as quick as possible. Yep, here we go. Alright, so mixed pod, sectoids, Thin Men. We're gonna get some Overwatch. Jules Verne doing not enough damage. Unsurprising. He does have a carbine though, so I mean I really shouldn't hold that against him completely. Not entirely his fault. He does have something of a substandard weapon. Alright, so we have some shots. Margaret, Iron Lady, Thatcher, what do you got? Double 50s. Take the double 50s on the uninjured guy. If you can... Oh, beautiful. Once we can get the Iron Lady on target, I'm telling you, she is a furious killing machine. But getting her on target lately has proven to be something of a task. Eleanor Roosevelt, we don't really need you to do much. Edgar, you can probably kill that. Come on. Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe. Ah, right there with the hit. That's why we love you, Eddie. Alright, Marconi, I'm going to bring you up here because you, sir, steady the weapon. He has low profile, right? Yes, he does. Alright, let's have him steady his weapon. Eleanor Roosevelt, I want you right here. None of those guys are on Overwatch, so this should be a safe run. I'd like to get Eleanor Roosevelt patched up, is actually what I would like to do, but I don't really see a whole lot of opportunity to make that happen. And since we can't, you know what? Let's double up on Atlas King then. Oh, I'll double up on Atlas King. Don't get me wrong, I'm telling you. Atlas, Madison, me, I'd be the meat in that sandwich. Oh yes, I would. It would be a glorious, glorious day for Perfidious Pete if I got to be the meat in a Madison Atlas sandwich. Oh, so good. So Julie's going on Overwatch. Earhart, we're gonna get you up here and put you on Overwatch as well.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Atlas King, I'd love to have. Yeah, you know what? Let's do something like non-controversial and not dangerous, and just bring you forward a little bit. All right, team, stay strong here. We've got some Thin Men, but in order for them to come in and get shots, they are going to have to come through a fairly withering hail of Overwatch. Sounds like they're possibly falling back. Yeah, we know they're over there, Eleanor. It's the same sectoids and Thin Men that we've known have been there for quite some time now. Alright, well, Earhart missed, but Poe did get to hit. Let's see if Jules Verne here can maybe save the day. Jules? 65%. Jules Verne continues to be the only reliable Rocketeer in the project. Alright, so we still have enemies, right? Atlas King. Where is Mary Mallon, actually? I don't want to go anywhere inside this ship until I can confirm for certain whether or not they're... You know what? Never mind. I know for certain they're in there. So, Atlas King, give me the up and over with a nice little battle scanner back here and see if we can find those Little sectoid shits. Well, they're actually right there. I can see their mind merge. I know you're there, sectoids. I can see your mind merge. I see your little purple probes that you're poking out there. You're not fucking hiding from anyone. I see your little purple dangly bits. And yeah, I call them dangly bits because they're little purple dangly bits, and I'm going to go ahead and take this 93% chance to dome a sectoid and see if we can't get the kill here. There we go. Nice shot. Man, Guglielmo Marconi has been freaking on fire. The guy is all over the map. Alright, there should be no other enemies, so we should be fairly safe to take a little advance here. This may seem a little risky, but I think we can probably get the kill here. Yep. Alright, so flank shot out in the open, 80%er. Amelia Earhart putting him in the ground.
Nailed it, Commander.
That's it.
Mission accomplished.
Wow. Operation Twisted Tears, involving a surprisingly few number of tears, given the fact that we sort of got a pincher maneuver shoved right up our little tender bungholes at the start of the mission. They went for the pincher maneuver. They were going for, you know, the pincher maneuvers, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, of course. The aliens tried to go that route on us, and we weren't having it. We slapped their hands away and said, no, no, no. No, no, no. I mean, the 2 in the pink is fine, but the stink? Yeah, that area's off limits. Or vice versa, whichever, you know. Some people are into the ass play, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just happy everybody came back with a minimum of wounds. I think we had Atlas King may have a wound. It depends on whether the field surgeon ability patched him up or not. I don't even think he's going to be wounded.
I'm certainly impressed with the results.
Nope. All right, so field surgeon keeping Atlas King out of the hospital and increasing my chances of becoming the meat in an Atlas King and Madison sandwich. Hell yeah, I want to be the beef in Harold and Madison. Also, Harold and Madison would make a fantastic sort of odd couple style show, except in this case, instead of it being Felix Unger and Oscar, whatever his last name was, Goldman. Instead of them being like, you know, 2 dudes who just live together, it would be very clear that Atlas King or Harold rather, because it would be Harold and Madison. It would be very clear that Harold and Madison are in a sexual relationship. They'd be like the sexual version of the odd couple. Anyway, Sprinter's real good. Eleanor Roosevelt is already pretty quick. I love tactical sense. You know what? No, I love Sprinter more. This is such a tough level because all of these abilities are pretty good. Tactical sense really is quite excellent, especially for assault troopers. I do like it a great deal. But having somebody with a 20 mobility, especially when they have run and gun, it's just so good. So a much needed promotion there for good old Eleanor Roosevelt. And look at this, Margaret Thatcher. She is the Prime Minister of Gunnery. Hells yeah. Alright, so we got Mayhem, which is real good. Sentinel, which if we were an Overwatch build, we would probably consider taking, but we're not. Extra conditioning is actually pretty good. If you put them in heavy armor, you can make a pretty effective biotank, but we gotta go with Mayhem. Area suppression and extra damage, it's just too good, too good. Alright, so that's got the Mayhem taken care of. That's all of our promotions. What do we pick up? 3 sectoid corpses, a sectoid commander corpse, some floaters, some thin men, a berserker corpse, 12 Illyrium, 33 alloys, 12 weapon fragments, 22 meld, and 5 damaged UFO components, which we will go sell immediately. And you know what? I think I need to build another suit of Kestrel armor. We've been taking 2 snipers lately, and it occurred to me as I was thinking about snipers just a minute ago for the mission. We only have the 1 suit of Kestrel armor. We should really probably make another one, so I'm going to go do that. Now, granted, we are probably going to research mobile power armor very soon, but the Kestrel armor, I mean, it's not going to be finished before the base raid, but the next base we raid after this one, it could hold us in good stead, so I'm going to go ahead and build 1 more suit. Honestly, I should probably build another suit of Carapace armor as well. We can afford it. We've got the alloys. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to. Yeah, we'll build 1 more. I'm comfortable with this. And then we can start phasing out our phalanx armor in favor of the more improved armors once we get mobile power armor research completed. Alright, so 1 day to a satellite over Brazil, and that's going to be probably what queues up our base raid. Right now, however, this episode is going into the can. Just like I'm about to go into the can to drop a massive deuce, because I gotta admit, some of the tense situations here we were in puckered my butthole a little bit. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes, butthole puckering and otherwise, every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.